for a victory lap.
And I'm going to start the victory lap because it kind of goes along with what I was just speaking about with the Giants. I'm giving my victory lap to Daniel Jones. Big comeback at the end of the game for the win. Daniel Jones right now is your number one quarterback in fantasy football on the week. The dude had, was it 3 or 2 passing touchdowns, 350 yards, 60 yards rushing, and a rushing touchdown. This is fantasy football, guys. Whether you like or not like goofy ass Daniel Jones, those are fantasy numbers we would all love to have on our team. He's not going to do it every week. That's why he's still always ranked a little lower. But when Daniel Jones turns it on, this guy is one of the better quarterback fantasy football options when he's on fire. So I just wanted to take a victory lap.
Or when he's playing the Arizona Cardinals.
Sure. And I want to take a victory lap to show to Daniel. Hey, man, he was 8th quarterback.
I mean, great comeback for them, and that was really good to see. So
I want
fun to watch, actually.
Daniel Jones a little love. So what do you take a victory lap at him?
My victory lap this week, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills. Kyle Brandt always says on his show, week 1's a liar, right? Week 2 tells the truth. I think week 2 really does, and it was really good to see the Bills put together a complete game. I know we talked about it earlier, so I'm not going to touch on it too much, but it is my victory lap this week to see the running game get going the way it should. Josh spreading the ball out to all his receivers, not hyper focusing on Stephon Diggs like he did last week. Defense played a great game. They held the number 1 rusher from a season ago to -2 yards. And then they just took him out at the end of the game anyway. Something that Daboll should have done when he's, running the clock out. Protect your guys. But it was a really good overall victory for the Bills, and obviously not being in Buffalo anymore, it's good to see from anywhere. So victory lap goes out to the Bills. Penn Dorsey, great play calling. Josh Allen limited the mistakes. Love to see it. Victory lap goes out to the Bills.
Josh Allen kicked in the door and said, "I'm back."
He sure did.
That's what he did.
Yeah, he did.
That's a great drop. We gotta use that more.
I know I don't use that one.
Yeah.
Whose song is it, Adam? Whose song is that from? I'm
back. Isn't that Eric Bischoff? It's Eric Bischoff.
Hey, there you go.
Come on.
Did you know that, Jay?
No, I don't.
Did you know that, Dave?
I did not know.
There you go. That's why we love it. It's a great drop. All right, Dave, what do you got?
My victory lap this week, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Your hormones for growing the beard in 2 days.
Yeah. This is uncomfortable, guys. You guys really like this? You live your whole life like this? This is terrible. I can't stop touching it.
I like it, but let me tell you what, man, the ladies like it.
I can't. I'm constantly like grooming it. Like it's like I need to put it into. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, whatever. My victory lap this week is the one and only Mr. Mike Evans. We were super high on these Tampa wide receivers.
Love Mike Evans.
Yeah, we were super high on these Tampa wide receivers before the season started. I took a lot of Mike Evans this year as my wide receiver too. I just really believed in him. I mean, the guy's done nothing but put up 1,000-yard seasons, and the people that I talked to about fantasy really thought that I absolutely lost my mind for believing.
You're crazy. Baker Mayfield's nothing. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, just
I heard it all too, and I
absolutely lost my mind for thinking that Mike Evans would produce as a wide receiver too. And he ended up as the 2nd wide receiver this week in fantasy scoring. Absolutely destroyed the game week 1. He still looked great. So I'm taking a victory lap on Mike Evans. He was a great value. He's produced. And I think he's going to keep that going.
Yeah. Mike Evans is always my fantasy crush every season. And unfortunately my dumbass took Godwin instead. When I had the perfect opportunity to take Mike Evans,
that'll pay,
and I didn't. But I mean, I'm not worried about Godwin either. He still had a decent stat line yesterday. It wasn't great, 5 for 58, but he still had 8 targets, so I love it. But yeah, Mike Evans, that's a good one, Dave. I love me some Mike Evans too. Always have. I'll definitely be trying to trade for him in the near future. So
it's coaching, guys. These defenses are daring Baker Mayfield to beat him with the deep ball, and Baker Mayfield kicked in the door and said, "I'm back." and he did it. That's really what's happening.
Yeah, and Rashad White looked great too. So I mean, this Tampa offense, I mean, people are really down on it, and I don't know, it's looking better than was initially thought.
Absolutely, and
Yeah, I totally agree.
And don't panic on Chris Godwin. He'll be fine.
No, I'm not panicking on Chris Godwin either, but I'm being a fantasy crusher mind, Mike Evans. Like, I'm like, why didn't I take Mike Evans when I took Chris Godwin? I would have been just fine. But
I have Mike
Godwin
Evans.
will get his too, and I'm not worried.
I have Mike Evans on my bench in one league because he's my wide receiver 4. So, and he is.
I mean,
I'm not going to start him over Keenan Allen, Jamar Chase, or Amon-Ra St. Brown. So he's my wide receiver 4. So it is what it is.
Better get the trade talks out.
Goodbye replacement. All right.
We talked about the late round value on the Tampa wide receivers, and it's paying off. So
sure did.
Absolutely, Jay. Definitely. What are you taking a lap on?
My victory lap is on Brian. I just got shot in the ass, Robinson.
Hey, huge game from the kid.
3rd overall in scoring for fantasy running backs on the season so far. Chaz doubted the pick when I took him. He was like, "Oh, they got Antonio Gibson now. Put fucking Gibson in the fantasy graveyard because he's fucking done."
By the way, I just got shot in the ass. Brian Robinson, number 1 on the week.
Number 1 on the week. Number 3 for the season so far.
So that victory lap goes to me because Jay texted me in the middle of like about noon and is like, "Bro, I can't change my lineup because Christian Watson, I think it was pronounced out. Could you do it as a commissioner?" And I was like, "Sure. Who do you want?" He's like, "I don't know. Who do I have?" And I was like, I just got shot in the ass." He's like, "That's fine. Put him in." Yeah. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah. Jay in this. I'm at this. Yeah. Jay in this. I'm at the stadium. Can't get any service bullshit to change my roster.
Yo,
like, what are we doing here, Jay?
Bro, dude, this year has been the worst. We're only 1 week into the season. Dude, no one that I was with could get fucking service yesterday. It was
unbelievable.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
They need to put Wi-Fi in the parking lots. That's what they need to do.
They need to do something because it was horrendous.
Well, you got to think about it. It's not just us fantasy guys. I mean, there's the betting guys, like the NFL obviously is embracing betting if you've ever watched a game.
True.
So
there's 1,000 commercials on DraftKings and
that fucking
FanDuel and all that.
That helicopter flying around fucking tracking traffic must have been sucking up all the fucking Wi-Fi.